Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing the Each Room is a Different Budget challenge, and you just saw the first budget that I had. So it was 4,556 simoleons, and I have that money available for the outside. So I've already done the shell of the house with all the rooms, but I haven't done the outside yet. So I needed some doors inside and also the windows and of course also the backyard, the paint of the house and the stairs into it. So I haven't put it on a foundation yet, but I will do so. So I thought, well, I will need stairs as well. But as you can see, I'm already at the last of the money that I have. So I knew that I needed to cut back on some of the items that I had. So I deleted the bushes that I had around the backyard and put in a fence instead. And then I painted the outside, and again I had not a lot of money left. So I knew that I needed to make the backyard even smaller, because otherwise I wouldn't have enough money for the windows. So as you can see, I had enough for the windows downstairs, but not upstairs. So that's why I decided to make to delete some of the furniture from the backyard, and also to make it a little bit smaller. But as you can see, I've almost, I had all the windows in the upstairs and downstairs, but I needed some on the dormers and also at the side of the house. So that's why I just needed to cut back a little bit and delete some of the fences just to have enough money for it. And then I did some terrain painting in the backyard, and now I raised it up and put other foundation down. But here you can see I didn't have enough money for stairs, so I didn't use them. But I had enough for a gnome, so a little bit of decoration. And now you can see the next budget, 3,608, and that is for the entrance room. So as you can see, I'm here in the entrance, and I had quite a lot of money for that. So I put some kitchen cabinets down as maybe wardrobe, so you can put your coat into there. So that was the reason I had for that. And I took expensive flooring and wallpaper just to get rid of some of the money that I had. And I put down an ottoman to sit down to tie your shoes maybe, and a painting and some flowers and a mirror, so you can look at yourself before you leave the house. Make sure that you don't look ridiculous. And then some lighting and some more decoration, some more plants mainly. And then I was finished with the budget, and I even managed to make it to only 9 simoleons left. So I wanted to make sure that I had as little money as possible left to use almost everything that I could. In the half bath next to the office, I had 2,556 simoleons, which is quite a lot because, well, it's only 4 tiles, so 2 by 2. So yeah, it was a lot of money, but I discovered that if you use some paintings, it's not as big of a deal. So the next room was the office, and here I had 3,512 simoleons to use, and I put in some basic wallpaper. I knew that it wouldn't be that big of a problem here to get rid of the money, because, well, if I use an expensive laptop, almost everything is going to be gone. So that wasn't a problem. It was more like the problem, well, how do I budgeted correctly, so I didn't use the most expensive PC. And yeah, I put in a painter's easel and a bookcase as well, just to have some skill building items. The next room had 2,762 simoleons available, and that would be for the kitchen. And here I used, because it's not one room, I decided to split it this way, so the tile denotes the kitchen and all the decorations is in there. So yeah, and because it's not all that much money for a kitchen, I needed to use cheaper appliances. So the fridge is the cheapest one that we have in the base game, and the stove is also quite cheap. And then I put in some plants everywhere where it fit in, and a gnome to get down to almost nothing. The next is the dining room, and here I had 2,318 simoleons, and I knew that that would be a challenge for the dining room, because the chairs are also quite expensive, and I had quite a lot of room here. So as you can see, I couldn't use the chairs that I wanted, and I couldn't use 8 chairs like I wanted, only 6, which is just enough for the Sims that live here. So there's a master bedroom, and upstairs there's 4 kids' bedrooms. So that's 6 simoleons that can sit at that table, which isn't a lot. And now I'm in the living room, and here I had quite a lot of money in comparison to the dining room. So I had 7,340 simoleons, and yeah, I used that on like nice furniture, a good TV, not the biggest one because that wouldn't have been possible. So that one is even more expensive than 7,000. So yeah, I couldn't use that one, but honestly, I didn't need to. The space isn't that large, so yeah, I put in 2 couches and a nice TV, a radio as well, and yeah, the usual suspects that are in the living room, and of course also some plants, and I even managed to fit in a bookcase behind the couch and some painting above the TV. And then I just used some more clutter items to use up the money that I had. The next room was the master bedroom, and here I had almost 7,000 simoleons available. And here I actually noticed that I forgot to put in a doorway, so I did that behind the bar area, and I just fiddled with the plants a little so they were more in the corner and weren't in the way of the door. And yeah, I also needed a door into the master bathroom here, so that was one of the things that I almost forgot doing. So here you can see I'm putting in the door and switching the furniture around a little bit. And then I didn't have all that much money left, and I wanted some more decorations here. So I exchanged some of the furniture to put in some paintings, especially above the bed, because it was quite boring there. And then I switched around the sofa a little, so I could put a plant in the corner. I really like using that big one because, well, it's not that expensive, but it covers a lot of the tile. So because it's so big but not as expensive, it's quite cool to use. Then in the master bathroom, I had 3,620 simoleons available, and yeah, I didn't change all that much from the half bath that I already did next to the office. So I used the same toilet and the same tile and wallpaper. I just needed to search for another shower and bathroom because, of course, I don't have that in the half bath. And I also used a different sink and mirrors, just because I could. and I thought it looked better that way. And then I was finished with the master suite, in a sense, and then I moved upstairs to the landing, and here I had 860 simoleons available, which is a lot because it's just a landing. There's nothing that you really need on that landing, so no skill building items or something, so that's why I needed to use a lot of paintings. So because paintings are quite expensive in the base game, so yeah, I had those available to, well, eat up the money. And then I put a rug down in the middle of the room, and some plants also to use up some of the money. And then I also put down the stack of books and another clutter items to use all the money. The next room was the bathroom for the kids upstairs, and here I had 7,165 simoleons available, and I just put down the toilet and shower, bathtub combo and 2 sinks. So I think that is enough for the kids upstairs. Of course, in the morning, I can imagine that it's quite annoying to have 4 children getting ready and stuff. But yeah, I didn't think about that, honestly. I just thought, well, that corner is good for a bathroom, so I use that. And now I move on to the balcony, and here I had 3,545 simoleons available, and I just put down some planter boxes, something to sit on, with like a table, so you can sit and eat maybe if you want to, but also something to be a bit more comfortable, so a love seat as well. And then I ate up the money with some decorations, and I just had 2 simoleons that I didn't use. Then I moved on to the 4 kids' rooms, and the first one I had 5,004 simoleons available, and I decided to make it a blue and yellow room. So the bed is yellow, and the wallpaper that I chose is mainly blue, but has some yellow accents in there, and I used the bed frame as the color for the furniture, so because it's a dark brown, I use that for the table and the dresser and stuff. And then I put in a laptop to use some more of the money and some more clutter items, so I had that covered. The next bedroom was really, really expensive, so I had 7,504 simoleons available, and I decided to make it into a kid's bedroom, because then I could use more of the play items, because they can also be expensive, and you can use a lot of them because they are so small. So I put in the usual furniture that you put in. So a bed, the cool bookcase that I really like for kids, 2 of those bear chairs, the Blarfy. I even managed to put in a dollhouse, and I just sized it down a little bit, and the Wizard's Magic set. And then I also put 2 violins down, some decorations for the walls, and then I moved on to the playthings for the child, and put down as many as I needed to use up the money that I had, which wasn't all that difficult, honestly. The next bedroom was 3,240 simoleons worth, and which is quite a lot less than the other 2 bedrooms, but I did manage to fit in all the furniture that is needed. I just didn't put down a laptop or a computer. I just put down a bookcase, an easel, and the rest of the furniture that you need. So there's a bed, a dresser, a night stand, and also a desk. just not computer. And here I managed to use up all the money. So I used everything, every last simoleon, which I was quite proud of. And now the last kids' bedroom had 6,808 simoleons available. And here, because I had even more money than in the first kids' bedroom, I decided to also put in a laptop or a computer. And here I decided on a yellow and lilac color scheme with a little bit of a pink accent. So the walls, I will change them to more of a pink color, and here you can see that. So it's more lavendel or something. Yeah, I put that in. And then I also managed to fit in a stereo and yeah, the usual furniture as well. And then I moved to the last room, the attic, and here I had 4,373 simoleons available, and I put in some basic flooring and tile and wallpaper, and then I searched for some clutter items, so those chests and the kitchen cabinets as like storage space, and also some crates, so those apple crates, and some other like cluttery items that maybe you don't want in your build. And then I also managed to fit in a woodworking table and an easel, and then I was finished. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I had a lot of fun doing it, but of course I did make it a little bit easier for myself, so I used a random number generator and I put in the limits 2,000 and 8,000, so it wasn't impossible to do. Still, I hope you like the build. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is tggsims. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Have a great week. Bye!